This is the super fast, you are dog tired, you can go through the express lane, go home and make this baby in minutes. In a pot here, already cooking up, we've got 1 big onion, 1 jalapeno seeded, and a few cloves of garlic. It's been spiced up with a little salt and pepper and a combination of ground cumin and ground coriander, okay? That's all that happened here. When it gets nice and tender, you open 1 full jar of tomatillo salsa. Tomatillos are those little green things. They look like tomatoes, but they're not, and they have skin on the outside. They're actually related to gooseberries. It's nice and tangy, very mild flavored salsa. Stir that in. And then this soup sort of reminds me of pozole, which is a great stew. Traditionally, I think it's made with pork, but it has, in pozole, you have a big can of hominy. You have a lot of hominy in pozole. Do you guys know what hominy is? It's what they grind up and make grits out of. It's like gigundo corn, and it's missing the husk. They take the husk off. And anyway, it adds wonderful flavor and a special texture to the soup. You can certainly scrape some nice fresh corn on the cob, scrape it off the cob, and stir that in, especially in the months when the corn's so beautiful. But hominy is regular, right in the regular grocery store. It's there for you. You just drain it off and dump it in, and it's absolutely delicious. That in. Make sure you get all of it from down at the bottom. Then you're gonna stir in 2 quarts of the stock in a box. Remember, we've got that homemade stock that we started the long cooking authentic version with. This one we're taking some help from the store. And they have so many great quality, great flavored stocks out there, you guys. Go for it. 2 quarts makes enough to feed an army, and you want the leftovers from this. And then you take straight up a store-bought rotisserie chicken, pull the skin off, separate the meat, shred it up. When the soup comes up to a boil like this, a simmer I should say, keep it at a low simmer, put the chicken back in right before you're ready to eat so it doesn't get too stringy and just fall apart on you. And then your thickening agent, you take some store-bought tortillas, take a rolling pin, put them in a plastic food storage bag, and have at them, kids. Then you crunch them all up like this and you stir them in. Now this is a thickening agent and of course adds great flavor. And the next day, the soup leftovers will be so thick, you could fill an enchilada with them, or you can thin it back out again by adding some more stock. And then both guys get some lime juice right at the end. Man, it is absolutely magic what it does to both pots of food. Absolutely fabulous. And heads up, if you want to get the juices flowing, pop your limes. If they don't feel like they're going to be super ripe for you, pop them into the microwave, for 10, 15 seconds, and it really gets all their juices flowing. Stir that in. At that point, turn it off. This bad boy over here that you can make in just minutes, in less time you could get, then you could really get takeout delivered, honestly. Both gorgeous. Gonna be even cuter because we're gonna put a little bit of crushed tortilla on top, let everybody know what one of our star ingredients is. Oh, let's make it even cuter. Let's put a little sprinkle of cheese around there. Get that all nice and melty and delicious. Oh yeah. And then to cool it down, it is a big bowl of hot food. Oh, why don't you put a little dollop of sour cream on there to mix in?